All right, guys, we're live. So, I want to thank everybody for tuning in uh, to this live. I'm going to be doing mostly Q&A from now on. So if you have any questions, self-defense related questions, fitness, maybe even anything personal, leave it in the comment box. I will be taking your questions and be making videos basically whenever I can. My schedule is very busy. All my new content is on my website, nickdrossos.com. Brand new fight analysis, access to all my seminars, my webinars. I have the hero program, 48 lessons. I have weapons training, my instructor course. So all my videos from now on will be going on my website. I'm also making some really cool brand new series, including how to win a bar fight, which will be in my website. So I got a lot of new videos that I'm filming. Like I said, a lot of restrictions on YouTube with my videos. So guys, go check out nickdrossos.com. As well as I have my instructor course. I have my instructor course April 11 and 12. Spaces are limited. I'm only taking 6 people. That's level 1 and level 2, June 14 and 15. I'm only taking 6 people as well, and already 3 have booked. So if you guys are interested, go check out my website, nickdrossos.com. And now a question I keep getting pretty often is, Nick, is conditioning important? Guys, conditioning is very important. Conditioning is your engine. Now, depending on, you have to be realistic with people. Not everybody has an hour to train. I'm pretty sure we could all find an hour to train, but a lot of people don't want to put that time. Why am I blanking like crazy today? My brain's going all over the place. Let me just shake it off. I'm not even gonna erase it, and I'll tell you why, guys. Because it's just it's part of going live. It's the first time it happens to me because my brain is going in so many places. But I think I'll fix my train of thought. So basically, conditioning is important because it's your engine. You want to work your speed, your timing, your footwork. The more you have to your favor, the better it is. It could only help you. Now, depending, and I said this in the podcast that I did a podcast with American Warriors, amazing podcast. It was 1 hour. We talked about self-defense, knife, gun, multiple attackers, the difference between fighting in the ring, fighting in the street, the whole fear, adrenaline. So I'll put the link as well of American Warriors if you guys want to listen to the podcast because it was amazing. And he asked me that question actually, how important is, like, do you train? And conditioning to me is really important. It's one part of the element. Again, you're just banking as much as you can in your favor. Why do I still train? I'm 43 years old. One, I want to feel good. I want to be strong. I want to live a long, healthy life. And one of those requirements or parts is to exercise. The other one is an instructor. I want to lead by example and I want to look the part. I want to be the part. 2, if you're in security or a bodyguard or an officer, part of your physical strength, endurance, agility, speed all that should be part of the training should be part of your work. You should have an hour dedicated to your training because that hour and you keeping yourself in the best top shape is part of your job as well. So for me, when I'm teaching knife defense, I always talk about how important it is to have a solid grip. If you don't have a strong grip, well, you won't be able to trap the knife. If you don't have good footwork, you might easily be taken down to the ground or slip or fall because you haven't developed your stabilizers or your balance, right? So the more you could put to your favor, the better it is. Now, again, it's not the only element, but it's an element. Like I said, it's the engine, right? It's not for nothing that MMA fighters are probably around the best fighters. there's a big part of conditioning in there that's part of their training, right? So, work your speed, work your timing, work your agility, strength training, lift weights, right? Work it all together. Like what I do right now, I do 3 days of strength training, just pure lifting weights. Again, still explosive, deadlifts, clean and press. I do burpees, I put on the weight vest, lunges, squats, chin-ups, pull-ups, a lot of calisthenics, and when I do it with weight vest, and I lift weights as well. The other 3 days, what I did today I didn't do such a big workout. I did 6 rounds of boxing on the bag with the weight vest, the bands around, the weights in my hands, and then I put the band around my waist. For the 6 rounds, I added resistance in all 6. Why? So I could be faster, more explosive, so I could really be able to move. Again, all this that I'm doing is just to add more to my favor. It could only help me any way you look at it, right? So, but I think the hard part is for some people who are, want to learn self-defense or do Krav Maga, don't actually train. They don't do the physical training. They do the techniques and they do what they learn. But what happens is in real full out speed, a lot of them can't apply it because they don't have the engine to do so full out. So, your physical strength and conditioning has to be part of your training, and that really depends up to you on how serious you want to take it. When I used to work as a doorman in clubs, I used to work Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I used to go to work every night. When I used to train, I used to tell myself, tonight I might get stabbed. So my workouts were so intense. They were crazy because I go, tonight somebody might try to jump me. Somebody might try to stab me. So I was training knife defense every day. I was training because I never knew if today might be the day where somebody's gonna try to fucking pull out a knife or jump me. So that was my mindset when I was training. I was training 10 times harder than I am training today. So let me take some of the questions. I'm kind of like ranting, guys. True that. Boxing is great for the street. Absolutely, man. Boxing is a great base. You can learn self-defense, but if you don't have the strength, endurance, you won't be able to carry a fight. The reason many fighters are top notch. Now, that's a great question. I agree and I disagree in the sense that yes, speed, explosive power, agility, but in the street, you're not gonna sit there and fight 5 rounds. So what I do a lot in terms of my training, I really work that explosive power. The thing I work the most at is to be able to go from 0 to 60, to be from here to bam, 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 bam. That's what I work for more than anything else. That explosive power, to be able to go from 0 to 60, to be able to fight like a good 15 to 30 seconds, and I mean non-stop. As I strike, just work on just striking, where you're not thinking, where you're just hitting the bag, or you're doing a drill non-stop. So you want to develop that in the street. Again, and you're right, it does take explosive power, right? Explosion is everything. So I work a lot on my explosion with the bands, with the weight vest, so I pull myself down, have as much weight as I could, and I work to be able to be from here, from passive where I'm talking to the person, to just be able to release all my strikes. Low line kicks are great, guys. Keep the kicks. I was training with Davis, my coach, and he has these great high kicks. My kicks are not that great. It's not my strongest. It's not my strongest part of my fighting arsenal. It's probably the weakest. But I do throw some good low line kicks. So I was working on those low line kicks, kicking in the knee, kicking inside the leg, doing a jar kick, kicking to the groin. Quick snapping kicks are fucking awesome in the street. The higher you kick, the more chance you have of slipping, of falling, losing your balance, him grabbing your foot. And again, you might not always have the flexibility if you're wearing jeans or pants or whatever it is. So I always say keep the kicks below the waist. And that's pretty much it, guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Go visit my website, nickdrossos.com. I got 48 lessons over there for my self-defense tutorial. I have access to my seminars, my webinars, brand new fight analysis. I'm also offering one-on-one coaching online. Yeah, for sure when he grabs your foot. I have my coaching online if you want to train with me anywhere around the world. And go check out as well my instructor course, level 1 in April, level 2 in June, guys. Stay safe and I'm out.